Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's we are hunting through, looking for those elusive little alphabet 10p's. So, we want some 2019 dated ones because we've never completed a 2019 book. We are 6 coins off for doing it though. We've already got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M, N, O, P, R, T, U, V and X. So hopefully at some point we'll find one of the 6 missing coins. But because the 2019s are so low minted, so hard to find, we started doing more 2018 books, and this is our 3rd 2018 book, which is empty. We've yet to fill one single one in the 3 episodes that we've been restarting the 2018 book. I'd be fascinated to know if we're actually going to complete another 2018 book in the time it's going to take us to find those last 6 2019s. But we're not going to find anything with me sat here gabbling on, so let's get into these coins. Okay then, so whilst the coin hunt is ongoing, we're going to be going through some comments recently left on my videos. If you get a random heart and like from me with no reply, that means it's gone into my question bank for a future 10p Q&A. We start with PSX Maki, who says, and I apologise if I mispronounced that, I tried my best. Hello Christopher, it was nice to meet you today on at the Royal Mint and a little bit of chatting. So yeah, I think this was back on, was it my VIP tour I think it was, or the Wednesday I went as well. 2 trips where I didn't even announce that I was going, I just turned up because the VIP tour, I didn't think there would be much time spent at where I could actually chat to subscribers. It seemed silly to say I'm going to be here today. Come along, because for most of the day I wasn't, I was elsewhere on this VIP tour. And then the Wednesday, it was purely because I had plans to be in Cardiff later that evening, that I popped into the Royal Mint to get some Strike Your Owns before going on to Cardiff. So again, felt like it was a bit spur of the moment to be at the Mint, so I didn't announce it previously. But I do love going down to the Royal Mint, and it blows my mind those 2 times that I went down without having announced it to anyone, that people still came up to me and said, oh hello, I watch your videos. It was really, really cool. It's one of the real highlights going to the Royal Mint experience, not just to get the Strike Your Owns and catch up with the lovely staff that they have there, but also to see some subscribers face to face. It's very, very cool to do that. And I am going again for the last trip of the year, at least I think so, because we don't think it's going to change the Strike Your Own again before the end of the year. So I'm going on November the 25th at 12:40 and November the 26th at midday, Saturday and the Sunday. It's a Christmas tour, so I wouldn't advise these as your first tours at the Royal Mint experience, because unless you've got children, because they will love it, because it's very much in previous years the Christmas tours aimed at having a kid's Christmas day out, but I want the new Strike Your Own. I can't wait to get my hands on it. So if you want to come along and say hi, feel free to, because I'm normally there about an hour before the tour, and then I normally stay there for quite a while afterwards, catching up with people, chatting with people. So if you do come along, feel free to come over and say hi. Right. Seneth. It does say C-E-N-N. It's not me not being able to pronounce. Seneth or Kenneth. Adam Eveson says, do you think maybe the Mint will cull the bronze and copper and nickel expensive metal coins out of circulation and have them replaced with the new definitive steel coated copper and copper and nickel ones? Admittedly, the annual minted figures would have to be huge to replace all the non-magnetic coins within a few years. So yeah, this is sort of an ongoing debate. There seems to, with some of the cash providers, the companies that distribute the cash from cash centres, or cash centres that operate cash centres themselves, there seems to be some sort of suggestion that this is already ongoing in part. For those that aren't aware, some of our lower denomination coins, the pennies for instance, and I think the 5p, maybe the 10p, I can't remember off the top of my head. So our copper coins, which I know for sure, they aren't copper, they are steel with a copper plating, because if you made a penny or a 2p piece out of copper, it would have more value in the metal than the face value, and with the price of copper going up and up and up, that's only going to be exacerbated. So there is rumours that that some of the cash centres or cash distribution companies are retaining those coins to send them back to the Mint to melt them down, because it can obviously plate a coin, create a plated coin at a much smaller cost. So I don't really know what the answer to that is, if I'm being totally honest, but I would be disappointed if that's the case, because there's plenty of cool coins out there that we might lose. So I hope they don't, but who knows. Right, Martin Ryan says, you need to introduce a drinking game aspect to this segment. This is over on the Unhuntables. I could imagine a drunk Grossy. Is he crazy, or is he a Lou Reed wannabe? Spill the beans. I'm not sure how much I could reveal about Grossy. He's a fun drunk. He's not a depressing drunk. He's fun to spend time with when he's had a few drinks. The problem is that we tend to record the Unhuntables the day or two before we release the videos, and given that that is a work night, I'm not very sure that that's a very sensible thing to do, having some alcoholic beverages before going into work the next day. We don't want to be going into work with sore heads, do we? Right. God's Bins says you should get into silver 1 ounce coins, mate. I think you like them. So many designs, very nice quality, good investment also. Yeah, so I know lots of people do stack, so they collect 1 ounce bullion coins as an investment, with the hope that the price of silver continues to go up and up and up, and in 10, 20, 50 years they can sell it for much more than they paid for it. To me, coin collecting isn't about making a profit. Coin collecting I do as a hobby because I like doing it. I think it's fun. I like buying all the new coins and having them in my collection as they come out. I totally understand that with the majority of Royal Mint releases, especially the silver proofs, the 50p's, £5, £2, whatever, I buy them at their retail price from the Royal Mint, and within months they have fallen from that. You can pick up many of the new coins that I have bought for fractions of what I paid for them, and that's a little bit sad, but I see it as it's a cost of the hobby. The same as if you were if you made model airplanes as a hobby, you pay your £30 for, I don't even know how much model airplane costs. You pay your £30 for your box with your airplane, your paint and your glue and your bits and pieces. You make it and you display it. That's a sunk cost, isn't it? You're not going to sell that painted model airplane for the cost that you've paid for the set, because people are buying the sets to build them, the fun of building them. So it's just like any hobby, there's always costs. And I buy coins that I like, and I must admit having tubes or stacks of 1 ounce silver coins just as an investment, I know there are some cool designs on them, but I would much rather have a proof version of the coin, and that's just the way that things are within coin collecting or numismatics. There are so many avenues and options that there are plenty of you that will probably collect things that I'm not particularly interested in, and I probably collect lots of things that many of you aren't interested in. So yeah, if I was looking to make an investment, I would definitely look at bullion, but it doesn't do it for me, I must admit. Right, Mark Barnett says, nice finds today. Are you still collecting the tinny 50p's? How many do you have now? Did you ever discover why they are tinny? So I am still collecting them. I've got them, I hope that's not too unflattering an angle. They're all in this little pickle jar. There's lots and lots of them. These are all the ones that every now and again I come across a 2019 shield that just sounds wrong. Coins have a specific sound when you click them together, and these ones sound tinny and weird. I don't think there's any value to them. I've just been keeping them out of because I've had issues, obviously. The same reason I collect Christopher Ironsides. So did I ever find out why? Well, in a one-off test, I did put it through the XRF machine at work, and there seems, if I remember correctly, there seems to be more copper in these tinny ones than a standard one that didn't sound weird. It's something I keep meaning to do a bit more work on, because I think that would make an interesting video. So I'll hold that thought for the moment, but I don't think they're going to be valuable. I don't think they're rare errors. I just think the metal composition must be slightly more off than what their variants or tolerations are. Right, Smithy says, my favourite has to be Olympic kick him in the unmentionables, followed by Olympic oversized boxing glove, and Mrs. Tittlemaus ought to get an honourable mention. Great stuff, Christopher. So, see, I love these sort of comments where people have their own names for coins. I know Smithy very well. I know that Smithy knows that the boxing is boxing, and kick him in the unmentionables is the Taekwondo, but I like these little names that people give coins. I think they're quite funny, and sometimes it's a case of, ooh, I wonder what coin they mean by that. There is obviously people that don't know what the designs are. The amount of times I've had people tell me about the Abraham Lincoln £2 coin, meaning the Brunel portrait one, so I think it's always quite cool to see the little nicknames that people have for coins. Right, Daryl Moore says you put a shield in your right hand at the very end, but of course you would have found it when you were going through them off camera. So yeah, when I'm hunting through the 50p's, I'm not looking for the key dates during the hunt. That's too many things to try and balance and check, and I don't want to make a mistake. So I pull out the commemoratives, and if I spot a key date on my way, one of the NIFC years or low minted circulating definitive years, I will obviously pull it out and say, oh, there we go, we found one of these. But at the end of the hunt, I've got them all stacked up, Britannias and shields, and I flip through them looking for the key dates. There was, and I do recall the hunt as well, I had put, because the Britannias I normally keep in my hand, shields I put down on the desk, and I put a shield within the Britannias in my hand, and when I was hunting through the dates, going through them, I expect them all to be up to 2008, and obviously the 2008s are worth keeping, the Britannias, and I came across 2019 or whatever year it was. I was like, what? How is this possible? Turned over, oh no, it's just a shield. This is not a very rare exciting error, this is just me being dense. So with me being dense as the last topic, let's get back to the coins. Well, there we go. Unfortunately, no alphabet 10p's, but 3 from the territories, 2 from Jersey, 1 from 92, which is a very good vintage, if I say so myself, and 2012 as well, and of course Guernsey again from 1992, that wonderful, wonderful year. I put out a couple of oddities. On oddities is about as much as I would say about them. There's a bit of a doubling of the rim on this 10p. It's not going to add any value really, it's just an intriguing little piece that will go into my oddities box. And then this one here, which is a little bit more exciting, which looks like a clipped planchet, whereby as the coins are minted, like bang bang bang, and they slide out from under the die, they're done at very, very quick speeds. So if the coin hasn't made it all the way out of the strike path of the die, it could be the edge clipped of it, or I guess maybe it's going in, maybe potentially, I don't know which way around it is, but yeah, the way to tell is if it's almost like a perfect fit for the denomination to go inside. It looks like it could be the edge of the die that's cut off a bit of that. Again, that minor of a clip, not particularly exciting, but one that's definitely going into my oddities box for sure. So let me know down in the comments what your favourite coin from today's video is. Let me know how many episodes you think we're going to go before we find our first 2018 for book number 3. That'd be quite exciting. And links as ever in the description to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come over and join that. Links as well to my other social media channels. There's the PO box address if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company, who I work for as my day job, making videos for them, so please do check that out as well. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.